Girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now
Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, no.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, ahead, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket?
Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins.
Set to kick off.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Yellow. I'm on 80. 52. Hey. Yellow. My 52. Yellow. Hey, they scared.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Yellow. 180.
Focus, defense, focus.
Yellow. Where's 52?
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go. 70. Indy.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Greystone travel. Deep river.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Chris Godwin, 76 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Right. Come off the ball. Shift.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody to run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so
and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Matt Breida, 33 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. Let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Look at me. Zipper. Big edge. Undercrunch. 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll drop to throw. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Darren Lee there to get him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On the jet sweep, here's Grant. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Smooth.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
2 draw Corkers. Go.
I got him. I got motion man. Me. I got this.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Watch motion. Watch motion.
My 52.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. These two teams all tied after 1.
Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully, that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
I got him. That's me. Where's the...
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They'll set up a screen for Breida.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, there's 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends. They're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
60 or.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
On second down, it's Drake. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. It's complete to Drake. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Jmar able to put this one through, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 43.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Wahoo! Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Here we go. Here we go.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's what I'm talking about.
They run with Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Hey, Finish the game.
Watch twist.
Run.
And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Yellow, 180. Defense, our time. Hey, Ripley. That's the what.
On first down, here's Breida. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Check in. Oh, yeah.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Check girls, check girls, check girls. Deuce. Check 31, check 31.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
At the Dolphins' 26-yard line.
Eye down these two. Let's go, little lady. Let's go. Check.
Throwing on second and 3. Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
Play to win. Let's go.
A gain of 7. First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes will bring him up first and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive.
I'm coming. Shoot.
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Here we go.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Switch. Watch the ship. Ship. Pilot 64, weak. Motion. 15. We gotta go, man.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
It's just me and you. Speed grip.
A quick throw going to be caught by Hamilton. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it.
You got him. You got him. Ready? 18 Gator.
Mike, check. 53's Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Bravo.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
You must.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Might have needed just one more block. As it stands, 37-yard return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Slam. Race don't travel.
They run again with Breida. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But not a big gain with that play. But what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit. And what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Yep. Check. Crunch. 5.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Slam. Hatch it.
Go. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Let's get it.
Break.
53. Mike.
You ain't doing nothing. Hey, Wahoo! You ain't doing nothing today.
Check. 53.
Leo.
53's Mike. I got it. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check three, check three.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Hit it.
They'll set up the throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, 66 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
Following the touchdown, here's Jmar to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Fall down these two. 15.
Check safety, check safety. Slam.
This is Breida. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Hey, 57, 57.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Recon, 132 fight.
Joker.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 10 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. That took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Nah.
You don't want it. Check 52. 53's the
move.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Yes, yes.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
You're out.
53. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Check 24, check 24.
Hey, Charlie. On the ball.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Go on, go on.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
Go.
Back to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Akeem Hicks in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Yellow. All right, go, Lou, Eddie.
52's the Mike.
What we got? What we got? 15, 15.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Completes it to Hardman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, 57, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Shit, shit, shit.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Attack, attack.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Hey, check 24.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble, but theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
We're going to work.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we
First
go.
down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the
yo.
ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Kill.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Well, that sets up a big third down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on third down.
43. Switch.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Returnable for Grant. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I got you, son.
Look at me. Zipper. Yo, Jackrabbit. Come on. Big grip.
They'll try the left side. Swift. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Ready. 70. Indy. Rock it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now.